the trouble started. I started battling jam. I took this serious. I wrote jam again and again and again and again. 7 years, and they offered me some courses which I don't like. Federal University, Apollo, OU, and some other institutions, geology, marine engineering, and some other courses. I said, no, I just went to become either a computer engineer, mechanical, electrical, and civil engineer because of my passion for mathematics, physics, calculations. So I kept trying, I tried again and again and again, it didn't work. Then somebody advised me, why not try PGP? So, year 2004, I applied for PGP. I went to the first technology I was over the admission, I started the program a year before. I finished the program in year 2005. When I applied for engineering courses as usual, engineering courses. Yet they offer me architecture and estate management. I went to reject. I want to be an engineer. Give me engineering course. Was I busy? So somebody advised me, just start. So I started architecture and estate management. Upon completion of the program, they are supposed to offer me either of the two. I completed the program, then the school offered me quantity surveying. I was living in a state somewhere, very close off campus, very close to the school. So I talked to somebody. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know the kind of destiny I was lamenting. I was complaining bitterly. He was studying quantity surveying. He was there on level. So he said then he came out. He was in his room. He had to come out. He had my voice. So what have I done wrong? Why can't you give me engineering? What is the point? So he came out of his room and I said, this is not the end of the world. Calm down. Take a deep breath. So I breathe. I said, sit down. This guy explained to me. Quantity surveying is coming okay. You can also excel. You can do well with and without architecture. I said, no, I don't want to be a surveyor. I don't want to be carrying posts. I don't want to be going to. I don't like anything that slitters. I don't like anything that grips. I don't like ties, snakes. As a surveyor, you must go to the bush. I don't know if any surveyor is there. I just want to do my calculations, mathematics. He said, no, you calculate quantities, you measure quantities. Quantities different from quantity surveying from man surveying. This is a quantity surveying, not man surveying. He said, explain to me, what is quantities? Quantities refers to he said, I don't know, labor and material, they carry out various types of work, civil engineering work, mechanical engineering work, heavy engineering work. He lectured me about quantities, about quantity surveying. I said, mathematics is involved. I said, yes. Mathematics, you should say yes. Mathematics and physics. I said, this is good. So I took the course, quantity surveying. I started the journey. 5 years, I graduated. Then I was interested, I was fine in 20s then, like 28, 29. I was already thinking of something else, not first class or second. I just want to graduate. So I graduated with second class, so I don't care. So I graduated, came to the national to serve. I was retained as a staff for another 1.5 years before I came to PMDA. It was not easy, but I faced my challenge. I faced the obstacle. And after years, it took me 7 years. 7 years, I waited between 2008 and 2008. In 1998, I want to get admission in 2005. 7 years. I would jump for 6 times. In 2004, I got tired of fighting them. I was interested. But somebody said, right, apply for PGP. So I applied for PGP. So if I had written that year, I would have done like 8 times. So I would jump for 7 times. But eventually, I gained admission. Eventually, I graduated. Eventually, I became a quantity surveyor. Eventually, I do that which I want to do, which is calculation. So, fellow Toastmasters and their guests, I'm urging you this afternoon. When you face a challenge, don't give up. It may be your marriage, it may be marital, it may be family, it may be your work, it may be your health, it may be your academic growth, it may be the performance of your master's degree. Whatever challenge you face, don't give up. Face the challenge and you shall overcome. Thank you.